Okay, Prasad, is it clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we can start off.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I'm Prasad Kadam, uh, acting Sergeant at Arms for today's webinar. Today, we are going to have a wonderful session to learn on various breathing techniques. So, just to start with, let's uh, go through the club's mission. So, I just request you all to just put your hand on your chest and just repeat the club club's mission. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Yeah, we have we have three ground rules. We don't talk on t- uh, taboo topics, sex, politics, and religion. And please turn off your cell phones. And in case of a fire, you better know where are your the exits. So please uh, for follow the exit sign in your building, and please keep your microphone muted. Yeah. Now let me welcome the speaker for the evening, Toastmaster Gyan Fernandes.
Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Prasad, for acting as the acting Sergeant at Arms. You did a wonderful job there. Big round of applause for our opening batsman today, Toastmaster Prasad. And yes, today we have with us, Ian, are you there? Yeah, okay.
Yep.
I think we'll put him on spotlight for everyone. Yeah, we have with us as his T-shirt reads, "Laughter Yogi." Ho ho ha ha. Okay, he's not going to make us laugh today. He's going to make us breathe in the right way today. I'm not the person, not at all the right person to talk about breathing. But yes, I know Ian for quite some time now. He is the energizer of the club, and he is one person who always spreads positive vibes in our club and whenever we talk to him. So we just came upon this idea of sharing breathing, not just with a particular group of people, but with the world around, with people around, so that they can breathe more effectively here on. So to take today's webinar further, we have with us, amidst us, laughter yogi, a certified yoga master, and a very, very energetic person, Toastmaster Ian Fernandes. One small request, as our acting sergeant at arms has requested, please consciously mute yourself during the webinar. Thank you so much. And Toastmaster Ian, the virtual stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anita. Thank you, Toastmaster Prasad. Can I ask all of you to stand? What we're going to do is we're just going to kind of just move up the energy. So we're just going to kind of bounce it up. Just shake the body up a bit. Keep your shoulders nice and low. Keep your heels on the floor. Slightly just bend your knees slightly and just begin to shake. And bouncing is so beneficial to the body. Not only does bouncing loosen up the joints and the muscles, but also helps to cleanse your lymph system, heals your whole spine, strengthens your immune system, relieves any shoulder pain, and balances the energy in your whole body. And as you begin to balance the energy in your body, you begin to bring this in a peace of mind,
പിന്നെ പോയിട്ട് റോയ്ച്ചൻ തണുത്തിട്ട് പോവാ.
higher state of awareness, emotional balance, more radiant health, better sleep, stronger immune system, and most important, an increased capacity to heal yourself. And if you just kind of practice this 3 times in the morning, for 3 minutes in the morning, when you wake up, it will help you wake up the energy. And in the evening, if you do it for 3 minutes, it will help you to de-stress the body, take off all the bad energy that we've got accumulated during the day. And in the next 5 seconds, we're going to come to a stop. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very slowly come to your stop. Keep your hands away from your body. Raise your chin very gently. Just close your eyes. And just begin to feel that emptiness. Begin to feel the stillness, the calmness. And very slowly open your eyes and come back. Come back into any sitting posture. Okay. Or for the moment, come and sit on the chair. Yeah, so thanks once again. Breathwork is so powerful that it could change the pH of your blood. It could make it more acidic or more alkaline in minutes, in just a couple of minutes, basically. So just by breathing, it could boost your digestion, lower your heart rate, lower your cortisol levels, and help you sleep better at night. My name is Gyan Fernandes. For those of you who do not know me, I am a yoga teacher and a laughter yoga as well. And what I'm talking about is breathing exercises done correctly, done safely, are one of the most powerful ways to control your mind and your body, your nervous system, your endocrine system. Now, breathing for most of us is something that is just totally automatic. In fact, it's controlled by our autonomic nervous system. It happens all by itself. For example, you are crossing the street and a car serves into your crosswalk and almost hits you. My question to you is, what do? Do you inhale or you exhale? You inhale, right? You cover your heart and you get out of the way, right? It's fight or flight, the sympathetic nervous system response. Now, many people, in fact, many of you breathing this way as if you're about to be hit by a car all day long. Imagine what that does to your mind and your body and your life. Now, on the other side of the spectrum, let's imagine that you are out on a romantic date with that special someone. And after dinner, she leans over and whispers those 3 magic words. She says, I love you. What do? You inhale or do you exhale? You exhale, right? Ha! You open your heart and you fall in love. That's your parasympathetic nervous system response. Now, here's the sad thing. Many people of you in this room, you haven't felt that you have breathed that way in a really, really long time. And imagine what that does to your mind and your body and life. You can take control of your nervous system, and that is what I would like to share with you this evening. Whether your awareness jumps from one thing to another constantly, your healing energies and creative forces are lost. And when you bring all your attention to your breathing, your energy begins to accumulate and you develop this tremendous, tremendous personal power. For a lack of a better word, magic is possible when we bring together consciousness and breathing. For many people, the simple practice is life-changing. I teach breathwork as a formula for personal transformation, in which three basic skills or elements are taught. Awareness, that's the consciousness factor. The message in that is wake up. Relaxation, the release factor. The message is let go. Breathing, the energy factor. The message is take charge. And in all this, I have found that no matter what method is used or which label you give it, every miracle event, every healing experience, every positive shift, emotional release, or behavioral changes, every bit of growth can be linked to one of these three elements. Real power and magic comes from blending and simultaneously engaging in these three elements deliberately and consciously. You would have noticed when the breath wanders, the mind is unsteady. But when the breath is calm, the mind too will be still. Remember, breath can be your enemy or your friend, depending on who is in control at the moment. Is it me or is it the mind? And we can shift our mood, energetic state, and emotions by changing the breath. And this is what we're going to kind of practice as well today and just go through some of them. And if you want to kind of live a disease-free life, take some time every day to breathe, not just breathe, but to breathe intentionally. 80% of disease in our body is psychosomatic. Psycho means mind and somatic means body. And most of these diseases are chemical related, either too much or less of certain chemicals that causes a disruption in our body's electrical system, leading to disease. And this is where breathing plays a very, very important role. And for those of you who've seen my video along with this clip where I said that we can go without food for 40 days, no issues with that. Without water for 7 days, the body will tolerate that, no issues with that, but we can survive just 3 minutes, although Gerald said yesterday 5 minutes, but for most of us, it is either 2 or 3 minutes without breath, because we're not used to breathing that deep. This is where breathing intentionally becomes so very important. Our breath is automatic. We don't have to do anything, but at the same time, if we ignore it and continue to shallow breathe, then our body will become like the weeds in the garden, which will wither you. But if we breathe intentionally and from the belly, then it becomes like seeds in the garden that will flourish and strengthen you. So how can you use your breath to enhance your life and how to incorporate mudras? And this is something which I wanted to just touch upon in your breathing in order to address the issues at root levels. So what are mudras? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to share a screen with you of some mudras, which I would just like you to have a look at it. So just give me a minute and I will just share that screen. Just give me a second, guys. Okay. Okay, can you see my screen? Anita, give me a thumbs up. Okay, lovely. So basically, like I said, what are mudras? Mudras are closures and seals. So I'll give you a little bit more details on what are mudras and how we do. For example, we Indians are very used to joining our hands. Namaste. So namaste, in a sense, when we put both our palms, fingers touch each other, it's in a sense it balances that magnetic fluid or substances. It brings both the brains, the left brain and the right brain, into balance. More important, it's more divinity, because when we are going into namaste, it's more with the divine. I bow to you and you bow. My soul bows to you. So it's more divinity that comes out into that. Then we have the next mudra, which is called the Gyan Mudra. The Gyan Mudra is the index. So first, before I just go to that, it's like your namaste, your thumb is your fire element, index finger is your air element, middle finger is the sky element, ring finger is the earth element, and the little finger is the water element. And these are the 5 elements that control a lot of functions in the body. And that is where we go in with the Gyan Mudra, index to thumb. This brings a lot of balance and emotions and mental stress, reduces mainly if you kind of go experiencing that mental chatter, that same record that is playing over and over again. If you just kind of bring your index and your thumb, the mind already gets distracted and a new thought comes to it and you begin to think something differently. So you're kind of breaking that pattern of that thought that is coming. And that's very good for people that suffer from depression, because in depression, you're going with those negative thoughts, continuously thinking of the same thing. Good for people who are hyperactive. And this needs to be done for at least about 15 minutes, 3 times a day, which is a total of 45 minutes for all of the other mudras as well. And then the other one is the sky mudra, as it's called, the Akasha mudra. Now, in this one is the middle to the thumb tips. So the middle finger, so the middle is sky to the thumb tips. This brings in, and it brings in an empty space, because we look at the body, we think it is fully compact, but that's wrong. There's a lot of space that is inside the body, and that is why we gather a lot of emotions, and sometimes we gather a lot of negative emotions, which just causes a lot of disruption in the body. When you come into sky mudra, you reduce the space in the body. This again is good for people with toothache, gum issues, promotes calcium, promotes bone issues, anything going with the bone issues as well on that. Earth mudra, which is also called the Prithvi Mudra. This is the ring finger to the thumb. I usually call this the pick-me-up energy. Anytime you're kind of really feeling low on energy, had a hard day at work, had a rough day at work, come into your Prithvi Mudra. While you're watching TV also, just come into. And the beauty with these mudras is you don't need to do anything. Just touch them and they will start working. It's like, once you come into the house, you turn the switch on. You don't do anything else. You just turn the switch on and the light comes on. That's because you've connected the negative and the positive, and you just brought the point. All you did is you just switched it on and you've got light in the room. Same thing is with the mudra. The moment you just touch these points, the magic just happens on itself. You don't need to do anything with that. So this is what Prithvi Mudra does. And apart from the pick-me-up energy, it also helps to produce a lot of vitamins which the body itself can produce, which is A, B, C, D, E, and K. Very good to bring in a balance of grounding. Again, good for hair growth, gray hair as well. Anyone suffering from gray hair, good for the eyesight, heals cut wounds as well. And then we have the last one, which is your little finger to the thumb. That is called the Water Mudra, the Varuna Mudra. This helps with the blood circulation. Scanty or excessive urination, again, people should come into this particular one. This is again very good for people who get usually cramps, a lot of cramps, pains in the legs. It also works on the kidney because of the blood circulation. It helps to improve the kidney. And the moment you kind of strengthen your kidney, you kind of reverse your aging as well, because if your kidney is strong, your body is strong. So these are the basic mudras which you can basically share. And I'll just stop the sharing now. Okay, and I'll just go back. Yeah, okay. So these are mudras which you can basically like I said, did I stop sharing?
You did.
I did? Okay.
Yeah.
I was just wondering what happened. Okay, so like I said, mudras are basically seals and closures, and they are usually used in meditation or in pranayama practice to direct the flow of energy within the body by using the hands. Because different areas of the hands are connected with areas in the body and in the brain. So basically, mudras are primarily used to support the healing or relieve any physical complaints combined with which, and when you combine this with visualization and affirmations, they also influence our minds and emotional response to life. And that's why there is always an old saying, which even my parents also has always told me, that your destiny lies in your own hands. And this, I think, should be taken quite seriously. Not only because the hand line shows the past and future of a person, but above all, because each finger has its own functions and power within the organism. If you know how to use this power, you can maintain your physical health and mental peace. Because where you place your attention is where you place your energy. And that is what is the power of controlling that flow of energy. So, what we're going to do now is maybe if you want to just kind of, we're going to go into a breathing session right now, and we're going to inhale for the count of 4. We are going to exhale, we're going to hold for breath for the count of 2. We're going to exhale for the count of 5, and we're going to hold our breath for the count of 2. And we're going to use mudras along with that as we go. And as I go through each mudra, I'll explain what is happening at that particular mudra. But what is important here is to use the Ujjayi breathing. Now, what is the Ujjayi breathing? The Ujjayi breathing is the victorious breath. It's also called the victorious breath. So that comes from the pit of your throat. Okay, so your lips are closed, but you're still breathing in from the throat. So it would go like, the sound of an ocean or the sound of a little baby or small baby kind of snoring. So you're breathing into that pit of your throat and you're going in. Now, the beauty of Ujjayi breathing, one, it balances a lot of stuff in the body. It balances the left brain and the right brain. But most important, what it does is when you're in that Ujjayi breath, you're going down right down to the belly and you're breathing down from the belly. Now, when you're breathing down from the belly, your diaphragm is up there, and on top of your diaphragm is your vagus nerve. As your diaphragm moves up, you are also stimulating the vagus nerve, and the vagus nerve is connected to the stem of your brain. And that is basically the, like they say, when you go to Vegas, whatever you do in Vegas stays in Vegas. But in this particular case, in our body, whatever happens inside the body doesn't stay in the body. That information is taken back to the brain. So that is the beautiful function of the vagus nerve. It's like, it's got all these testals that are dangling around that goes and touches on different organs, gathers the information, finds out what's happening with it, what's functioning, what is working right, what is not working right, what is attacking it, what is destroying it, and carries that information to the stem of the brain. And then the brain has got all that information to then say, okay, guys, it's releasing a certain amount of fighter cells, or the T cells as we call them, and they come back down. They clear up the functions, they work on the clearing up whatever is causing the confusion there, whatever chemicals needs to be released, and then it's taken care of. And that is why we always say the body's got the potential to heal itself. But it's only got the potential to heal itself if that vagus nerve is stimulated and able to bring that information up back to the brain to say that there is something wrong over here, there is something that's not right, there is something that's not working. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to go into that Ujjayi breathing. Okay, so come down. If you want, you can sit on the chair, or if you want, you can come to Vajrasana, whichever one feels comfortable to you. If you want to sit in Sukhasana, Padmasana, Vajrasana is also fine. For those of you who have problems sitting in Mudras, it's a good idea to just take a cushion, put it under your ankles, so that you don't put too much of pressure on that. And the reason that I prefer to come into Vajrasana is because your back is straight. When your back is straight, your chest is open. And when your chest is open, your lungs are also open. So you're able to come right deep down, fill the lungs up, and also exhale out all the carbon dioxide as well out from the body. This will be able to have stronger lungs and healthier lungs. All right. So let's come up with the first one, and remember to use the Ujjayi breathing. Okay, just inhale, go deep down, and let it come right deep down from the belly. So let's get started. We're going to inhale for the count of 4. We are going to hold our breath for the count of 2. We are going to exhale for the count of 5. And we're going to hold our breath for the count of 2. So we're just going to warm up the body a bit. So come first into the very last rib of your body. We're going to come into Kanishta. Okay, the very last rib. Roll your shoulders back. Raise your chin up. And even if you're on the chair, you can do this. Close your eyes and let's start. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2. Come back and dust your wrist. Now from here we're going to get into going into Madhyama. So in Madhyama, as you come to the center of your chest, fingers are pointing at each other, hands are nice and parallel to the floor. Raise your chin up again slightly, close your eyes, and let's start. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2. Come back, shake your wrist. Now we're going to get ready for Jaishta. So keep your palms facing the sky and take your palms and put them on your back. And now the elbows are pointing towards the ceiling. Now this time, drop your chin slightly lower down to the chest. And very gently close your eyes. And let's start. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 1, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 1, 2, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 1, 2, come back, shake your hands. Now, for those of you who are sitting in Vajrasan, release your Vajrasan pose and just shake your legs behind. Just tap both your feet together. Even if you're sitting on the chair, just tap both your feet together. Just allow that blood to circulate back down into your ankles, into your feet, down into your toes. And just wriggle the toes up and down, just to take off any numbness on your feet, any cramps. Just shake it up a bit. And what we've just done in Kanishta, Madhyama, and Jaishta, in Kanishta, we've activated the energy from the navel down to the toes. In Madhyama, we've activated the energy from the navel to your shoulders. And in Jaishta, we've activated the energy from the shoulders to the top of the head. Now, in the 3 segments of your body, your energy is now kind of activated over there and ready to go in the areas where your focus is. Now remember this, wherever your awareness goes, that is where the energy is going to flow. Wherever your awareness goes, that is where your energy is going to flow. And that is why you want to be very, very precise as to where you want that energy to go. So let's say you have a pain on your right leg. Don't say I have a pain on my right leg, but say on which part of your right leg. Is it the second toe? Or is it the knee? Or is it the calf muscle? So bring your focus, bring your attention on that particular point. Give it that pinpoint so that when that energy is flowing, it's going to go only in that particular area. So let's get ready for the Chin Mudra. We're going to get ready for Chin Mudra. So in Chin Mudra is your index finger and your thumb. And the 2 fingers are going to be straight, and put that on the center of your thighs. Now what Chin Mudra does, Chin Mudra moves the energy from the navel down to the toes. So if there is any problems that you're having with the legs or anything below from the navel, bring your focus, bring your attention, bring your awareness to it. So get ready to come into Chin Mudra, index and thumb, 3 fingers straight, put them on your thighs, tuck your elbows in, roll your shoulders back, raise your chin up, and very gently close your eyes and let's start. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 1, 2. Come back and shake your wrist. Now we're going to get ready for the second one, which is the Chin Maya Mudra. So the Chin Maya Mudra is your index and your thumb, but this time we're going to close the 3 fingers inside. So you close these 3 fingers in and keep that on the center of your thighs. Now what happens in Chin Maya Mudra is you move the energy from the navel to the shoulders. Guys, very, very, very important area this is on this part, you know. So if you want to focus on the pancreas, then keep your attention only on the pancreas. If you're having issues with the kidney, focus only on the kidneys. If you have issues with the heart, focus just on the heart, because wherever your awareness goes, that is where the energy is going to flow. So come into Chin Maya Mudra, index thumb, roll the 3 fingers in, Bring it to the center of your thighs, elbows tucked in, roll your shoulders back, raise your chin up. Very gently close your eyes and let's start. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2. Come back, shake your wrist. Now we're going to get ready for Adi Mudra. So in Adi Mudra is, you put your thumb inside and close the 4 fingers. So you put your thumb inside and then close the 4 fingers. Now what does Adi Mudra do? Adi Mudra is going to move the energy from the shoulders to the core. So anything in this area, bring your focus, bring your attention, bring your awareness to it. So come into Adi Mudra, put your thumb inside, fold your 4 fingers, center of your thighs, elbows are tucked inside, roll your shoulders back, raise your chin up, very gently close your eyes, and let's start. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold. 1, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold. 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold. 1, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold. 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold. 1, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold. 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold. 1, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold. 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold. 1, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold. 1, 2. Come back and dust your wrist. Now we're going to get ready for Miru Danda Mudra. So in Miru Danda Mudra, as this time we release the thumbs. The thumbs are going to be like a thumbs up, and these 4 fingers are going to be rolled up. So you're like giving a thumbs up on that. Now in Miru Danda Mudra, this one moves the energy on the spine. And when it moves the energy, you have to be very specific on the spine. Is it the C1? Is it C2? Is it L1? Is it L2? Be very specific on the spine, because this is where you want to be, that is where your awareness goes, that's where the energy is going to flow on the spine. And spine is so important, is because spine is the highway to the energy. And if this energy is flowing through the spine, the front side of the body becomes stronger. So that's why it's very important to clear any blockages that are on the spine and to open them up. So come into Miru Danda Mudra, put all your fingers in, thumbs are up, elbows are tucked inside, roll your shoulders back, raise your chin up, very gently close your eyes, and let's start. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold. 1, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold. 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold. 1, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold. 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold. 1, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold. 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2. Come back and dust your wrist. Now we're going to get ready for the last one, which is called the Purna Mudra. So in the Purna Mudra, we put our thumbs in, we close all our fingers, but this time we get the knuckles to touch each other. And when you get your knuckles to touch each other, just put it down, just below your navel. That is your second chakra, the sacral chakra. So that is just below your navel. Now what the word Purna means full. So this will channel the energy to the entire body. So if there's areas that you missed out in the previous 5 mudras, take this Purna Mudra to channel the energy to that particular area as well. So wherever your awareness goes, that is where the energy is going to flow. So come into your Purna Mudra, put your thumbs in, roll your fingers, knuckles touching each other, bring it to your second chakra, which is just below your navel. Roll your shoulders back, raise your chin up, very gently close your eyes, and let's start. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold. 1, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold. 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold. 1, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold. 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold. 1, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold. 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold. 1, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold. 1, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold. 1, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold. 1, 2. Come back, dust your wrist. Now, while you're sitting on the chair or if you're on the carpet, just take your palms like this behind with the sky open to the sky. We're going to do 3 rounds of Dauti. Dauti is cleaning the system. So we're going to inhale from the nose, and as you come down, exhale out completely from the mouth. All right, let's start. Inhale from the nose, and as you come down, exhale completely from your mouth. Inhale up and exhale completely from the belly. Inhale up and exhale completely out from the belly. Inhale and come back. Now, if you're in Vajrasana, just release your Vajrasana, just shake your feet. Even if you're sitting on the chair, just wiggle your toes a bit, just move your ankles up and down. Just take away any numbness, any cramps. And just sit down there with your eyes closed for a moment. Just keep your eyes closed. And just observe that energy as it's flowing to the areas wherever your awareness was going, wherever your focus was going, wherever your attention was going. And just begin to notice that area getting healed, getting nourished, getting repaired. Begin to notice that area becoming happier, becoming healthier, becoming stronger. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, And 1. Very slowly open your eyes and come back. And take a nice deep breath in. And take a nice deep breath out. And the time is 8:25. Do we have 7 minutes to go through a meditation, Anita?
Yeah, we should do a meditation round.
Okay, so we'll just go into a 5 minutes. Usually it will take, the reason why I wanted to do this meditation, because I just wanted you to experience what is the power of breath. You see, because we, like I said earlier, we take our breath for granted, but as you actually understand what's the power of your breath, you can change so many things in the body. You can change the chemistry in the body as well. So that's why let's try to get into this little bit of the power of the breath. Okay, so let's take a moment here just to experience that deep relaxation using the power of our breath, like I said. And you might want to just kind of stretch a bit or just shift a little bit in order to get comfortable. So just kind of get yourself nice and comfortable, even if you need to shift around and allow. And as you do that, just allow the eyes to softly close. Take a moment as you are here to feel your feet firmly planted into the ground. Start to feel the spine lengthening up to the sky as you take a deep breath in. Start to feel the shoulders softening down the back as you breathe out. Start to soften the muscles into the neck, into the face, into the jaw. And take a moment here to release the tension in your shoulders, release the tension in your jaw. Begin to allow yourself the permission to let go. To let go of everything outside of the space. Let go of anything that might have happened before this very moment. Let go of anything that you might have to do afterwards. Let go of any judgment, any expectations about yourself and of this practice. Allow the mind to settle into the heart, into the body. Even begin to listen to the beat of your heart. Welcome yourself as you are at this very present moment, physically, emotionally, mentally. Begin to bring your awareness to your breath, to the deep sensation of the breath. Notice the rise of your chest as you inhale. Notice the dropping back down as you exhale. Notice that natural, spontaneous breath. Notice that without doing anything but just bringing your awareness to your breath automatically lengthens on the inhale and automatically deepens on the exhale. Notice yourself maybe sitting up a little taller on the inhale. Notice yourself rooting down deeper on that exhale. Begin to bring in a sense of peace, calmness, serenity in your inhale. And begin to let go tension, fear, anxiety as you exhale. Allow your internal vision to move your breath throughout your body. Take 5 deep breaths in and take 5 deep breaths out. And after your personal fifth breath, on that next inhale, count how many times it takes to get to the very top of that inhale. To balance it out, count that same number down on your exhale. Now, you might be working with a number of 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8, or whatever your number is, stay with it. For the next 5 breaths, count all the way up to your inhale and count back down all the way to your exhale. 5 deep breaths in, 5 deep breaths out. And after your personal 5th cycle of breath, allow the count to drop away. Even allow the internal vision of the breath to drop away. Allow your awareness to empty completely of any images, thoughts, sensations, impressions, experiences. Take a moment here to notice the smoothness of the breath, quietness of the mind, and stillness of the physical body. Now begin to bring your awareness back to the room, back to your physical body. Begin to draw a deeper breath into the belly and into the chest. Slowly begin to blink the eyes open and close, open them and close as you transition back to this room. And take a nice deep breath and come back. So I'm sure most of you are going to feel much more calm, more relaxed, more restored, more nourished. Yes, I'm sure there are going to be a lot more yeses on that. So the trick is, in order to effect changes in your life on a grand scale, is to change your breathing. So by embracing this kind of type of breath work, breathing with intentionally, you will start to see changes in your life. You will start to see that you're no longer carrying those same negative emotions, negative thought patterns, and you've learned how to heal yourself. You've learned how during times of anxiety or stress or anger, you can remember, oh, I can use that Ujjayi breathing, or I can use the mudras. Just for that moment, your body knows how to heal, and it wants to heal. And you have the power to heal within yourself. So my only request is urge is just to breathe, just do these breathwork techniques. Just breathe on your own way, your own breath as your special refuge for healing in times of negative emotions or negative thoughts. And I have seen this breathwork change lives, including myself, in so many beautiful ways, and it's amazing. We're running out of time, I'm sure, but thank you so much for attending today's breathwork session. And just enjoy the rest of your day. I'm sure you're going to be more relaxed, more calmer. You're going to have a lovely evening. And it's just going to be a wonderful, restful sleep that you're going to experience tonight. So thank you once again from the bottom of my heart. And over to you, Toastmaster Anita. If anyone has any questions, I'll be more than happy to take that for you.
Thank you, Ian. Yes, I think one last question before we leave is that in case there's a moment of hypertension, hyper pressure, or whenever we're trying to, face the public, what is the immediate mudra and the breathing technique that you would suggest, you would recommend?
I would just suggest is whenever you're going to a crisis situation, whenever your body is going into that sympathetic mode, which is the fight and flight, is just breathe deeply, as deep as you can go in, And if you can't use Ujjayi, and if you're in a room in another place, I would suggest, even most of you have been into yoga practices, so you'll know what is the anulom vilom, the alternate nostril breathing, where you block your right nostril, you inhale from the left, block your left, exhale right, inhale right, exhale left. And this breathing technique is so beautiful, the alternate nostril breathing, is because when you breathe, inhale from the left nostril, you energize the right side of your brain. And when you breathe from the right nostril, you energize the left side of your brain. Now, if both the left and the right is energized, they are at peace with each other. There's no conflict. They're not fighting with each other. And when they are at peace with each other, that automatically gets the cortisol level down, and your parasympathetic system is activated, which is your rest and digest. But you've got to make that conscious attention to go into this alternate nostril breathing. And this is the quickest way for you to come back into that perfect state of balance and bring that balance to the body, to the mind, and to the emotions. Hope it answers your question, Anita.
Definitely, I think this is the easiest solution. Looks like.
And for mudra, you mentioned the mudra as well. So stress is basically chattering of the mind. So which I said the earlier one, the Gyan Mudra, is the index of the thumb. This will immediately stop that chattering that is happening and will focus the mind on something else. And when your mind is focused somewhere else, the stress drops down again. It doesn't stay. So again, make an intention to come into this particular one. Is just get your index finger and your thumb. And usually this, you do it for 15 minutes continuously. Don't bother what's happening. Just do it 15 minutes. And if you have too many thoughts that are coming throughout the day, because over a period of time, we have gathered a lot of emotions, most of them negative, and they will keep playing over and over again. So best is to come into Gyan Mudra. Try to do it 3 times a day for 45 minutes. So 15, 15, 15. And that should help quite a lot.
So it's Gyan Mudra with breathing. That's it.
Just normal breathing. Like if you're driving, if you're in the car, if you're in the office, you just keep your fingers and the stuff touched over here. Don't bother even about the breathing. You can just stay there, even if you're in the office. Because the moment disclosures, the seals are formed, it breaks the pattern of thoughts. And it helps you to develop new thoughts, new ideas, new creativity. It opens up with that.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Ian. I think our attendees today are also thanking you. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you everyone for attending this webinar today. And I'm sure we're going to follow this. And Ian, which days do you, do you have a workshop happening online?
First one, who anyone wants to come for a workshop, which is not the bread, but come do join us on Friday at 8:30 in the morning. I will send the link out. We are doing, I'm doing basically a yoga dance, but it's with a beautiful theme, which is the Christmas theme. So again, when you have that Christmas theme coming in, whether you celebrate or don't celebrate, it automatically just lifts you up, and it releases a lot of serotonin and oxytocins in the body. And that's where, again, you're going to feel so kind of happy and blessed, because one is you're moving the energy, everything is moving, and at the same time, all those heavy chemicals are also kind of coming down. You're going to have a beautiful time on that. So do join me at 8:30 in the morning, from 8:30 to 9:30. We're going to have that session. It's an online session, so you can join. For breath work I do breathing every Mondays. That was, every Wednesdays. That was today in the morning at 8:30 to 9:30. And that is more intense breathing, where we do the mudra breathing as well as we do the fast breathing as well. So yeah, feel free to join in those ones. It's free, of course, so you can join them. It's all online.
Yeah, I think if you can share the Zoom link much beforehand, I can just pass it to everyone out there.
Lovely. We'll do that as
well. Okay. So I think with that, we come to the end of today's webinar and workshop on breathing. And thank you so much, Toastmaster Ian. And thank you so much to all the attendees. have a proper breathing from now onwards, and let's just become more positive and kill all those cortisol and other hormones which causes stress. Thank you so much. Good
Thank
night, everyone.
you. Good night. Have a lovely evening. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye.